Lena, my little brainiac. Come here. I gotta tell ya, your old man, Larry Finpson, has cracked the code. The secret code to serious money.
Dad, what are you rambling about now? Did you find another half-eaten donut under the couch cushions?
Better than a donut, sweetie. Though, now that you mention it, couch donut. No, this is about wealth. Real honest-to-Joe's tavern wealth. And it's all thanks to my super unsexy, incredibly boring habits.
Unsexy and boring. That sounds exactly like your approach to household chores, Dad. But I'm intrigued. Go on.
All right, settle in, because this is going to blow your mind, or at least make you yawn with financial success. Most people think money should be all flashy, like a brand new Buff beer tap. But I learned, the more boring your money feels, the fatter your wallet gets. It's like a secret superpower for not spending.
A secret superpower for not spending. That's certainly a unique way to put it. So what's your first unsexy habit, Dad?
Okay, prepare to be amazed, or maybe slightly grossed out. My number one money-saving habit is eating the exact same food every single week. Every week, Lena, like clockwork. Marla makes the same 4 or 5 meals, and we just rinse and repeat.
The exact same food? Dad, isn't that incredibly boring? I mean, variety is the spice of life, or at least a balanced diet.
Boring. Pfft. Predictable. It's like knowing exactly when the commercial break is coming during a Dusty show. Our grocery bill, it just sits there, all calm and collected. No surprises, no more panicking about what's for dinner, and no DoorDash deliveries, which saves a bundle of bucks.
I guess that makes sense. Fewer impulse buys at the grocery store, less food waste because you know exactly what you need. It brings a certain efficiency, I suppose.
Exactly. And if it ever gets too predictable, Marla just changes up the sauces. Boom! Suddenly that chicken from last Tuesday tastes like, well, like chicken with a different sauce. It's genius, I tell ya.
Okay, I'll admit, that's a simple hack. What's next on your list of financially thrilling habits?
If that sounded boring, this next one is even more so. It's cleaning out the fridge and freezer before we go shopping again. I know, exciting stuff, right?
So you're saying you actually eat all the food you buy before purchasing more? That's not boring, Dad, that's just responsible management of resources.
Responsibility. Ugh, sounds like work. But yeah, we do one big Finpson haul at Monstromart once a month for like, the big stuff. Meats, eggs, dairy. But by the time we're ready for the next haul, that fridge is practically echoing. It's empty. We even have a use what you have week. It's amazing how many meals you can make with just like a half-eaten hot dog and some stale crackers.
Please tell me you're not actually eating half-eaten hot dogs from the back of the fridge. But the principle of reducing food waste is sound. The less food you throw away, the less money you literally throw away.
Hey, a Finpson never wastes a good hot dog, or even a mediocre one. And speaking of Monstromart, here's another secret. I stopped buying everything in bulk.
Wait, what? But you just said you do big Monstromart hauls. I thought bulk buying was always cheaper, Dad.
Ah, that's what I thought too, Lena. Back in the day, I'd buy those giant bags of avocados, thought I was a genius. But then, they'd just sit there, turning brown and squishy, mocking me. We couldn't eat them fast enough. So now, for stuff that goes bad quick, we just buy 1 or 2. Saves money because we actually eat what we buy, instead of fantasizing about eating 5 pounds of avocados.
That's actually very smart. It's about buying what you realistically consume, not what you think you'll consume. Bulk buying only saves money if you actually use the product before it expires or goes stale. So meats, fish, dairy, and toilet paper, yes. Perishables, not so much.
Exactly. You catch on quick, kiddo. Now this next one is gonna hit close to home, especially for Brett.
Oh no, what did Brett do now?
Nothing he did, something I do. My daily coffee routine. I make it at home now, every day.
You? Making coffee at home? Dad, you used to practically live at the Quick and Save for your morning brew.
Yeah, well, Ravi's lattes are like $6. $6 a day, Lena. That's a lot of donuts over a year. So now, my daily survival coffee, I make it myself. Yeah, I still use the good beans, from that fancy cafe, even make it all pour over, like those hipster YouTube videos from 16. It's actually kinda nice, forces you to slow down. I just save those fancy cafe visits for when I'm actually meeting someone, or if I need an excuse to leave the house. You know, to avoid chores.
So you've made your daily coffee a necessity, but the cafe coffee an experience or an intentional treat. That prevents the mindless autopilot spending you often talk about. That's a clever psychological trick to save money without feeling deprived.
Exactly. It's all about the intention. Now this next one is huge, it's gonna save you so much dough, you'll be swimming in it like Mr. Sterling Pierce, but without the evil part. Stop shopping to kill time.
Oh, Dad, you used to be the king of impulse buys. Remember that all-purpose wrench you bought online that turned out to be a novelty bottle opener?
It was a very good bottle opener. But yeah, I was a shopaholic, Lena. Any downtime, boom, I was on my phone, buying junk. But then I figured out, ignorance is bliss. The less you browse, the less you want. So now, instead of shopping when I'm bored, I do other things, like, running a half marathon.
You ran a half marathon, Dad? When was this?
Well, it was a donut marathon at the Quick and Save. I ran half the way there, then ate a bunch of donuts. But it counts. Or, I go for a walk, read a book. Stuff that makes you feel proud, not just poorer. And I set boundaries. No buying stuff first thing in the morning when I'm still groggy. If I want to buy something big, it has to be on the laptop, and only after I've actually done something productive, like finished a whole donut without getting crumbs on the couch.
Okay, the donut marathon part is a bit of a stretch, but setting boundaries and finding alternative, more fulfilling activities for your downtime is excellent advice. It's healthier for your mind and your wallet.
See, told ya. And this next one goes hand in hand. Having a boring weekly routine. Like, super boring. No big vacations, no fancy events every weekend. Just routine.
But Dad, don't you ever want to travel or experience new things? I thought you always dreamed of going to that Buff Beer amusement park.
I do. But the boring routine, it protects my wallet. When I don't have a routine, that's when I start scrolling on my phone, seeing what everyone else is doing. Fancy dinners, trips to exotic places like Detteville. And then I start feeling like I need to keep up. But with my boring routine, I just put on my blinders, stick to my schedule, and suddenly, I'm not spending money I don't have just to look cool.
You're describing how a consistent routine helps avoid FOMO-driven spending, fear of missing out. By having a predictable structure, you're less susceptible to external pressures and impulse spending on things you don't truly value or can't afford. That's actually pretty insightful, Dad.
Insighty. Yeah, I'm full of them. Now this next one is for Marla, but you can learn from it too. It's about saving money on your skincare and beauty routine.
Oh, Mom used to have so many bottles and jars in the bathroom. It looked like a chemistry lab.
Exactly. And she spent a fortune on all those creams and potions. But then she simplified it. Just 4 or 5 basic things, mostly from the pharmacy or those weird Korean places online. And guess what? Her skin looks better than ever. And a bottle lasts like half a year. It's like magic, but boring money-saving magic.
So, fewer products, focusing on what's effective and affordable. It's about quality over quantity, and not falling for marketing hype. That's a great principle for any kind of consumption.
And it applies to makeup too. Marla calls it her Project Pan. She doesn't buy new makeup until she's used up the old stuff. She's been working on one concealer for like a year and a half.
Project Pan? That's when you try to hit the pan at the bottom of a product. It's a popular movement to reduce waste and save money. It really highlights how long makeup products actually last, and how much we overbuy.
Yeah, and she says hitting pan on a highlighter is like super exciting. I don't get it, but hey, if it keeps her from buying more stuff, I'm all for it.
It's about finding satisfaction in using what you already own, rather than constantly seeking novelty in new purchases. That's a powerful shift in mindset.
Speaking of using what you own, this next one is also about clothes, and it's super boring just wearing your clothes. Over and over. Being an outfit repeater.
You mean like you wearing that same shirt and pants every day? I thought that was just your signature look, Dad.
It is my signature look, and it saves money. Every time I wear this shirt instead of buying a new one, the cost per wear goes down. It's like a $300 sweater worn 30 times is cheaper than a $30 sweater worn once. Plus, I know what I like and what I don't, so I shop smarter now. No more impulse buys on wacky ties just because I thought they looked funny.
That's very true. Understanding your personal style and maximizing the use of your existing wardrobe reduces the need for constant new purchases. It's also more sustainable. You know, Dad, for a guy who often struggles with basic arithmetic, you're making some surprisingly sound financial points.
I try, Lena, I try. Now this next one, nobody wants to do it. It's boring, it's tedious, it sounds like homework. But it changed my financial future. Budgeting.
Budgeting? Dad, you used to just shove receipts into a shoebox and pray for the best.
I know. But back when I had all that student loan debt from my clown college days, over $100,000, Lena, and that shopping addiction, Marla made me start budgeting. And it's boring, yes, but it's the only way you know where your money's going, and why. I even track my mood when I spend money. Turns out, I buy more Buff Beer when I'm hangry.
Tracking your mood alongside spending? That's actually a very advanced technique for understanding your emotional relationship with money and identifying impulse triggers. It helps you gain control and confidence, which is invaluable. I'm genuinely impressed, Dad.
I told ya, Larry Finpson, financial guru. And finally, the last boring habit, but it's the best one. Treat yourself like a bill. Pay yourself first.
Pay yourself first? What does that mean?
It means, Lena, for years I did it wrong. I'd get my paycheck, pay the rent, the utilities, the credit cards. Then whatever was left, I'd treat myself. I worked hard, I'd say, time for some pizza and a movie. And then, nothing was left for savings, never. But then I heard someone say, you are a bill, so pay yourself like one. So now, the moment I get paid, money automatically whooshes right into my savings account. I don't even see it hit my checking account, it just goes.
Automated savings. That's brilliant. It removes the temptation to spend it because you never even see it in your accessible funds. It makes saving a non-negotiable priority, just like paying rent or utilities.
Exactly. And yeah, paying your future self, it's boring. YOLO sounds way more fun than thinking about retirement in like 50 years. But it has to be done. And it's in all this boring stuff, Lena, that you find the most return. More money for, well, for donuts and beer.
So, your unsexy habits boil down to conscious consumption, reducing waste, avoiding impulse buys, living within your means through a routine and a budget, and prioritizing your future self through automated savings. Dad, I'm genuinely impressed. These are all incredibly responsible and effective financial strategies.
Yeah, and they're so boring nobody else wants to do them. More money for us. Woohoo! Now, about that couch donut. I think it's calling my name.